Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Triguna-rahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyananda. Welcome all of you, all the visitors, viewers, Samadhi Satsang. So many Kailasa-vasis, thousands of Kailasa-vasis from all the thousands of Kailasas. We have more than 1,008 now all across the globe. All the e-Kailasa-vasis and all the viewers from YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all social media platforms. We welcome all of you with our love and respects. All of us are here just for one reason, the sole reason being His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam, the reviver of the great cosmic borderless Hindu nation, Kailasa. He is the avatar, supreme pontiff of Hinduism, who has made the science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities for humanity. The sovereign order of Sri Kailasa, led by His Divine Holiness, and the Nithyananda order of monks and nuns and the Hindu diaspora are working for global peace and to give the superconscious breakthrough to humanity. His Nithyananda Hindu University, which is the world's largest Hindu university with extended campuses in 150 countries, is continuously collecting, organizing, preserving, encapsulating, decoding, spreading, and reviving the 20 million source books of Hinduism and 64 sacred arts and sciences, literature, Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, Vastu, etc. His Divine Holiness is the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Shamala Pita Sarvanya Pita, which is an ancient apex body of Hinduism, and he is the present emperor of the Surya Vamsha Surangi Samrajya. His Divine Holiness has survived the worst persecution of multiple assassination attempts on person and character by the anti-Hindu elements. Swamiji, being the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, for 2 billion Hindus around the world, Swamiji is leading and guiding the entire Hindus around the world, 2 billion practicing Hindus around the world, during this great deluge, the Pralaya, a conscious and opening for us during and being able to handle the side effects of the coronavirus pandemic. Over the last few months, Swamiji has been leading and guiding all of us humanity, inspiring all of us to be able to protect ourselves and protect others. He'll contribute into protecting others during this coronavirus pandemic. The coronavirus pandemic, even before this was understood as a pandemic, it was still being in very few places and was still considered just as an epidemic. Swamiji was very, very particular about everybody's safety, and he has been continuously, extensively working on providing the best solutions from Sanatana Hindu Dharma, starting with he himself doing and inspiring all the Hindus all around the world to do. He has done the fire walking to immunize the whole system. He has done the Pachi Patti Vratam, which is a severe Hindu fasting method, which makes us extremely immune to so many diseases. And he has initiated over millions into the Mahavakya chanting, which is a powerful vibration which can make us not just be free from the virus attack, it also spreads peace vibrations to bring global peace and for us to be able to combat with the side effects of the pandemic. See, because today it's not just a virus that's killing us. It is the side effects and after effects of the pandemic, the cascading, devastating effects of the pandemic, which is taking a toll in all our lives, be it in a individual level or societal level or in nation level. So Swamiji has been extensively working for giving, even Swamiji has been giving the free masks and helping people to healing hundreds of people, actually thousands of people who are affected by coronavirus. Swamiji has healed them. And Swamiji, through Sri Kailasa's Ministry of Health and Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations for Health and Hunger-Free World, so many other ministries, Swamiji has launched the global initiatives of, like Mata Tupre was sharing, either being able to support in helping in for many people by distributing mass free organic food during this entire pandemic. And we have been also having the Akhanda Nirvikalpa Samadhi Yajna, which is where people are chanting the Mahavakya. Thousands of people at any given point of time are chanting the Mahavakya to create peace, to bring peace to the humanity and to heal the world, to be able to balance the after effects and side effects of this entire pandemic. And as groups, as a large groups in 108 time zones, there are continuously Swamiji supporting the world by being available for in 108 different time zones, creating e-communities that help us to practice yoga, to do all the spiritual practices, and continuously 24/7 across all the time zones, over 108 time zones, we are doing the unclutching meditation, a very, very powerful meditation that Swamiji has been emphasizing about for us to be able to combat with the impacts that this pandemic is having on our system, especially when we see whether our loved and near ones getting affected or infected, or continuously bombarded with all the negative news, or seeing our favorite celebrities getting infected by it, or seeing some very negative things happening around us, where you would have loved somebody and now they don't love you, and the relationship's breaking or losing your career, like this, any negative impact you have, the most powerful method that Swamiji has been emphasizing about is this unclutching meditation. So Swamiji has been continuously working on making sure that we are able to sail through this pandemic, that we are able to sail through the cascading effects. Actually, seeing this entire amount of beat for the past, during this entire coronavirus pandemic, or before that, just seeing Swamiji's hard work into everything, anything. Actually, if you see the amount of persecution that has happened, I would just like to start with one example. Imagine you grow a pet dog for 1 year, 2 year, you become so attached to it. After 5, 6, 7, 8 years, it might pass away one day. How would you feel? A part of you being snatched, a part of you completely dead because you have given your life to bringing it up. Or you have started a job and you have given so much of life to it, and one day it just collapses. It's just unfairly being taken away from you. I've seen people commit suicide. Now, from the very birth of Swamiji, his very purpose of incarnation, his whole life, Swamiji dedicated himself to just revive Hinduism, to like every bit of Swamiji's life, be it at the age of 3, Swamiji starting to do yoga, or be it at the age of 16, the Yoga Pattabhishekam being done, the coronation or into the enlightened Guru Parampara, the royal lineage being done to Swamiji, or be it at the age of 17, Swamiji leaving the house for Parivrajaka Yatra,
or be it at the age of 12 where Swamiji had his enlightenment experience. At 20, many of us might be wondering what I'm going to do for my future. But by the age of 20, 21, Swamiji had started Kailasa. Swamiji had started reviving. Swamiji had ascended the throne, and Swamiji had started reviving, and Swamiji had a vision for humanity itself. Now, for almost 25, 26 years, what Swamiji built by pouring his blood, sweat, life and energy, one at a time, one at a time. In spite of multiple assassination attempts, it was just snatched away. Swamiji was not allowed to live in his own monastery campus.
The one that he built from scratch, the one that he started from when it was a forest with poisonous snakes in it, to today, one of the largest Hindu monasteries visited from the largest range of people from various different countries all across the globe. And today, Swamiji is forced to not be able to live in that campus.
Then for us, like one dog that we bring up itself, I'm just giving an example for us to understand the degree of how the persecution that happened on Swamiji. When if we give life to something for few years and when it is taken away, we can't bear it. For more than 25 years, his whole life, Swamiji had dedicated to it, and when it was snatched away, when Swamiji was not allowed to live in his own campus, Swamiji was forced out of his campus because there were gundas that jumped into Swamiji's very own campus building, into in Swamiji's own room with literally weapons to assassinate Swamiji physically.
Knives and weapons where they could, the whole thing was planned totally, and they wanted to completely finish Swamiji off.
When all this happens, Swamiji decided to give withdraw himself from the society. Everyone expected it is over. Nothing is going to happen. We all, as devotees, we thought enough. Swamiji should not put up more with this. It is not for the amount of, we have all seen day in and day out how much Swamiji sat and poured life into everything that he has done. We all were praying, Swamiji, please, this is over, no need. We don't need to put up with this. Swamiji does not has to go through all this. We can't bear seeing Swamiji go through all this. Everyone expected it is over. For the amount what humanity persecuted Swamiji, Swamiji decided to build a nation itself. Still, many persecutors and demons can't digest it. Devotees, we are awed, touched by his compassion, but awed by the amount of how someone can 25 years of life that you put into something, when it is being taken away from you, you go and declare something even more bigger than that, and you have established it successfully. I'm sure that all the people, all the anti-Hindu elements, the Dravish gang, will not be able to tolerate this. They're not able to digest the amount of just 42 years old, but Swamiji is a supreme pontiff leading 2 billion Hindus around the world.
I'm just reminded of a statement that Swamiji frequently tells. Swamiji always tells that he never fights back with any means. Swamiji always tells that he's too busy to love the people. He does not even have time to love the people who love him. So he doesn't have time to waste to hate the people who hate him. And how he deals with these people, these attackers, even when they send their enemy request, Swamiji doesn't care about it. Swamiji doesn't accept the enemy request. All he does is he raises his bar. He always raises his bar higher and higher, so the enemies just become redundant.
Actually, I am reminded of another statement that Swamiji says. Swamiji always says in Satsang, larger than life is Nithyananda. Everything, like when Swamiji was not allowed in Tiruvannamalai, Swamiji went and started one monastery campus in Bidadi. It grew into more than 1,000 across so many cities and countries around the world, more than 400 more than 500 different cities and in more than 60 different countries. When Swamiji was not allowed inside his own campus, Swamiji just built a nation. I just want to I'm sure many new people, of course, every listener would be awed with how someone can do this. But at the same time, we all will be wanting to know what exactly has happened. When we say persecution, Hinduism has been subject to persecution for so many thousands of years. And majority of the time, I was actually discussing with Mata Thopia about be it Rani Padmavati or Jhansi, Queen of Jhansi, even Mahabharata war, many things that has happened, more than enemies from the outside have been there, but always it was people, it was some kulanaris on the inside that would backstab and give way. When I actually read about Queen Jhansi's life, Queen of Jhansi's life, Manikarnika's life, or when I read about Rani Padmavati's life, everywhere there has always been a traitor, a drohi on the inside. Even Mahabharata war, Shakuni, who acted as if he was for the Kauravas, came to seek his own vengeance. Everywhere there has been a drohi, a traitor, who came in to just suck and destroy. I was shocked. Actually, I realized every time that is what has been there. Our system, the base structure of Sanatana Hindu Dharma is so strong and powerful that it is not easy for the people on the outside to break us. But when someone on the inside, out of his own greed, his own anger, his own cunningness, has always destroyed. Even in Swamiji's mission, Swamiji built such a strong foundation, giving sannyas to so many people, inspiring youth. By 2008, 2007, 6, that whole period of time, Swamiji was just 23, 24-year-old boy. That's what people, just a 23, 24-year-old boy. But Swamiji was already a huge icon for the youth. How he was already like an inspiration for people. But every time, be it back then, where his own sannyasis, who came in the guise of sannyasis, I should tell, they came, lived, ate all the positivities, sucked and backstabbed. Even as recent as Kulanari, Janardhan, who came in, sucked all the positivity and destroyed. I would like to present one aspect of it, the Yogini Sarvagya Peetham in Gujarat that was flourishing.
Yogini Sarvagya Peetham was one of the huge contributions that Swamiji has done, especially for female empowerment, for women empowerment. We all talk about feminism as based on cerebral opportunities that we get. But the real feminism, the real empowerment is not about fighting over fear. okay, or everything, whatever you do, are equal to the man. No, it is not just that. It is from within being empowered. And that's what Swamiji did through the Yogini Sarvagnya Peetham. What huge breakthrough he brought, literally turning the whole axis on which feminism was revolving, bringing a total new definition and a new revolution itself, where from all across the globe, thousands of women wanted to come there and take sannyas, live that life, be a part of that all-female monastic complex. And the whole thing is built just for women empowerment and to revive one of the lost tradition, the Yogini Sampradaya. We have the 64 Yogini temple, but today that whole Sampradaya is lost. Excuse me. Today, that Yogini's Sampradaya, the tradition, being persecuted, lost, and made sure it is not coming up again. Swamiji, as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, even took that as a responsibility to revive. He envisioned the whole Yogini Sarvagnya Peetham was built by women for women. The campus consisted of a university, temple, gurukul, goshala, analaya, and a library. And this whole thing was managed by a group of female monks. We all lived there. I had an amazing opportunity and blessing of being part of that mission. And there were various NGOs. It was situated in Gujarat, Ahmedabad, the capital of Gujarat. And we were continuously going to different NGOs, organizations that were led by women who were hardworking, who are all working to achieve that completion, that fulfillment. There were many schools that we worked with where we offered free yoga classes, rope yoga and pole yoga, which were conducted by kids for the kids. And we had various camps, which were 1 day, 2 day camps and a 6 months courses where we would go to schools around 8 villages around Gujarat. More than 13-14 schools we have visited, and we were conducting the third eye initiation camps, programs like where we would give them the science of third eye, enrich them with the knowledge. And we also, all the kids affected from the earthquake that happened in Gujarat, we visited all of those children, conducted the third eye initiation camps. They all were living the lifestyle, performing puja every day, performing yoga every day, giving the authentic Hinduism at the doorstep to people. For in less than a year, we had one of the largest blind school associations in India. We visited, and Swamiji had initiated born blind children with the power of third eye, and they were successfully able to see. It was a huge breakthrough for the whole humanity itself. And this breakthrough was something unfathomable by people, because nobody was able to imagine that a born visually impaired child will be able to actually see without the use of physical eyes. I think we should just watch the video so we'll be able to see by ourselves what had happened.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
જરા મેં મંત્ર બોલ્યો તો પછી મારા ગુરુજીને યાદ કરીને પછી બોલ્યો.
क्या देखाયું આ શબ્દ क्या દેખાયું?
થડાઈ મારા દેખાય.
કઈ જગ્યાએ? થડાયેલા આંખોની બંને ઉપર કપાળમાં વચ્ચે.
કપાળ છે. અને અહીંયા આ દીકરી આંખમાંથી એ કપાળ દેખાઈ ગયા.
Nithyanandam, I am Nithyananda. I am part of the thousands of people whom Swamiji has initiated to be able to manifest extraordinary powers. One of the extraordinary breakthroughs that I had in the past 5 years was very recently when I visited the Blind People's Association here in Ahmedabad. It was for the first time I saw the blind children, the visually impaired children. With his one blessing, Swamiji just told that through me, he blessed me to be able to be one of his Divya Shariras, to be able to carry and radiate him through my body. And he told me that I will be able to initiate all of those children for them to see.
The Blind People Association, especially today in morning sessions, I am surprised to share that most of the participants, they could read words having with the blindfold.
P-O-E-E-K.
So P-O-W-E-R, and he sees R as K. Wow, beautiful.
Beautiful. Excellent. Very nice.
Yes, so I want to just show this piece of paper, and that's exactly what is written.
Third eye as a capacity to make anything you want as reality.
Taste the first breakthrough, conscious breakthrough guaranteed. It is all about opening your third eye, giving you first conscious breakthrough. Any human being can go through these initiations and have this superconscious breakthrough, manifest these possibilities and powers.
One of the biggest gift to the humanity from Kailasa is this third eye awakening, even for the born blind, visually impaired human beings. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Third eye initiation for all the visually impaired and blind children. This is a huge breakthrough for the entire humanity.
Actually, for the visually impaired children, for the born blind, for the visually impaired, after the initiation, more than 100 children were able to start seeing through their third eye, start identifying objects, pictures, shapes. That whole group consisted of born blind, people who lost their vision due to some accidents,
Sorry for the technical glitch. I apologize for the technical glitch. Yes.
this whole initiation for this group, entire group consists of born blind and people who lost their vision.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
We apologize for the technical glitch. See, like I was sharing with all of us, through this whole blind school initiation that was happening, or the same, actually you all should know this was not just for the blind children. Even the kids who are deaf and dumb, who are not able to talk, who are not able to hear, Even for all of them, the initiation was given. They had all started manifesting their power. There were all of these happened in just a year span of time. That from the scratch, a temple, Goshala, Gurukul, university campus, library, Annalaya was built by women for women. So when talking about this, Kulnari, we were mentioning about him a few minutes before. A person who is based so much on violence, Krodha based Mascharya, where he cannot tolerate to see someone succeed, to see something good happen. He will always want to destroy it. He will always want to destroy anything good happening. And the whole attitude of him was suck as much as possible, and after you suck everything, just destroy it. This was the attitude of the Kulnari Janardhan. He wanted us to join the Gurukul just so that he can, through us, taking us as a bait for him to blackmail the organization. I mean, you all might wonder, how can he use us to blackmail the organization? Swamiji gives so much life into each person, builds them, and he'll always want the best to happen. Actually, that whole time in Gujarat, be it, I was part of those, I had the blessing of being part of that group of women monks to be revived, to be a part of this whole revival of Yogini Sarvagya Peetam. So continuously, like I was sharing, our lifestyle was filled with so much of like joy, because we were continuously seeing, we were able to be a tool to help people and reach out to contribute and change their lives. And when he saw that, like, you all would have seen the blind school initiation video where the visually impaired were given vision. You would have seen that Nithyananda was also there. And Kulnari Janardhan, he was not able to tolerate to see something good happening and her being there. So what he thought and what he wanted to do was, see, when the whole camp, like when it was the big Adinam in Vidri, he tried all his tactics and cunning ways, dirty plots to gain control, to become a power center. But here, once there was a Yogini Sarvagya established in Gujarat, and so much was happening, he was not able to neither get power nor able to get any money, suck any money out of it. He tried various different tactics. He was not able to do it. Now, after trying so many things and trying to, suck it, not able to do it, he thought when the moment he saw this blind school initiation happening, he thought of taking her as a bait to blackmail the organization. When what actually, he planned. I just wanted to tell, when I tell blackmail, I just wanted to tell you all how exactly he will do it. He will call and he'll threaten that if you don't do this, I will take you out of Gurukul. Because I was a minor. Unfortunately, I was a minor and I was legally, he would play with those words, continuously telling, oh, I'm going to do, if you don't do this, if you don't listen to me, if you don't go and tell the administration this, I will take you out of Gurukul. I would plead him. Continuously using that, like playing with words and manipulating this whole contribution. See, you should all understand here, he was not able to get into, he tried knowing inside, he wanted to get into the administration of this and he wanted to know, but because it was a women campus, he could not get access of inside as what was happening. He could not bear it. When he was not able to grab power, actually he tried pulling so many contacts. He would ask me, oh, whom did you speak? Send me the number. Literally, he would literally force me to do that. And when he was not able to do that, when he was not able to gain access, control, grab the power, he could not tolerate seeing so many women do this contribution, so many women flourish like this.
The main thing that he did was, like I was describing, like when the whole thing started going completely like where he tried all his ways to gain control when he couldn't come in because it was an all-female monastery. He was not, no men are allowed inside the campus. So he cannot come in, he cannot play his tactics to gain control or take the money, loot the contacts. None of these he was able to do. Because of that, what he plotted, a dirty plot that he put, was to use her and me as weapons to destroy Swamiji and the Sangha. Understand his mentality? His whole mentality is suck everything, like if anything good is happening, suck all as much as you can and then destroy it. When he wasn't able to get anything out, he thought, okay, if not for me, then not for anyone, and destroy it. He thought of that, and one fine day, like where he had already started, he arranged for a group of goons, and he actually left the organization without telling anyone, and nobody.
He ran away.
He ran away from the organization without telling anyone, and he goes out and calls her and tells her, see, I am going through something and I want to have some completion and personal space with you and the other two children. Can you just request? By then she was already a major. And he told, can you just come in a private place where you're not in the monastery. So you just ask for a few days leave and you come and I'll come from here. So after a long, she discussed and then they finally decided. He suggested the place also. He said it needs to be in a secluded area where you are not in contact with others. And she told that that is not even safe even for me. So I don't want to be without having any contacts in anyone. I don't understand why. But don't worry, if you come, we'll all have a personal place, like a personal space where you can live together. You can come like that, and I'll arrange for it. So what she did, she took the other two siblings, wrote a leave letter. She even informed me. So I was on a world tour at that time, and she informed me, telling, see, he's telling, Kulnari is telling he wants to discuss something personal, some family issues with us. So he wants us to be in a very private area and not in the monastery. So I'm going to be coming out from the monastery for a few days. And
He forced me to do that. I want to put that. It was not like immediately. I told him that actually that whole time I was, even in my Facebook, Instagram, it will be that I was traveling a lot. I was continuously visiting. He forced me, telling, no, you have to do, you have to take.
And so after that whole argument with him and after a lot of conversations, then we finally decided that there's a place called Pushpacity which is little further from the organization. So it's not part of the monastery. It's a little slightly away place where lot of other people live. And there is a separate, so she took a separate house to live in there, and she was waiting. So he told that you come there. Once you come there, inform me. I will come there. So she was
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
For the technical glitch. We apologize for the technical glitch. We were sharing about how this culinary Janardhan, the cunning fox, how he was always in the mentality of wanting to suck everything. And like if he sees something good, he will want to suck everything out of it and then destroy it. So when he was not able to come and take over the Yogini Sarvajna Peetham, which was in Gujarat, which is an all-female monastery complex and an all-female Hindu university. So when he tried multiple ways to come and take over it. So since it's all females monastery, none of his tactics worked and he couldn't enter into it. At that time, so we all saw some time before, we all saw the video where how Swamiji initiated the children who were visually impaired from birth, born visually impaired children were given vision. And this really shook the whole humanity because this is a huge breakthrough, something people cannot even fathom about. Is it even possible? Is it even something that can happen when we are always seeing like only, and understand this is totally non-invasive, where absolutely no surgery, nothing to do physically. It's just one initiation, one touch, just one touch on the third eye, that's all. And the children are able to read. And that to this time, Swamiji did it. Not just Swamiji directly doing, but he did it through his disciples. Through many disciples, and she was the one who first manifested that power, where Swamiji himself, through her body, energized and initiated the born blind children. Now this was a huge shock for Kuldari Janardhan, because now he thought like, okay, something already it was flourishing, the Yogini Sarvajna Peetham was flourishing, and now to add up more to that, we are having the blind school initiation, the blind children getting initiated. The third age initiation is happening for the blind children, and they're able to see. So this he wasn't able to handle, and when he wanted, he was planning, okay, like how to do it. He decided to use her as a weapon to use her to blackmail. Now, how did he blackmail? What was the dirty plot that he did? That today, that Yogini Sarvani became just 1 year ago, which is serving the whole humanity by in a very large scale. The whole Gujarat was getting benefited out of it. So many NGOs, hundreds of kids, whether whether they're affected by floods or affected by tsunamis or in part of any orphanage, all of them were getting inner empowerment happening. So many NGOs were dependent on the Yogini Sarvani Peetham. So many, the blind school and even the deaf and dumb school, children from all such schools, where they're physically handicapped. I'm not just talking about they're not able to walk, but even if they're visually impaired or physically challenged with like not able to hear or not able to talk. Even for all of them, Swamiji is initiating them, where the kids who were not able to hear for a long time, still they were able to recognize things. Where children who were not able to talk, like so many of them are getting healing and so many of them are getting benefited out of it. And now, today, after a huge attack and persecution by this Kulnari, this campus, this female monastery was illegally destroyed. It is in ruins today. It is, and all more than, I think, $30 million worth property, like the whole, be it the silver jewelry of the deities or the gold jewelry of the deities themselves, each deity weighing so much, all of those were illegally stolen away. And this was in support of the police. And even to this day, this is almost a year now, and we are still waiting for us to get justice, because they're trying to use both of us, and they're trying to, like this Kulnari is continuously trying to use our names, telling that we both are kidnapped and telling that the whole organization needs to be shut down, all sorts of baseless, false, dirty lies. So now what did he do? What was this dirty plot? So the first thing he did was he called her. So first he ran out of the organization, and this was around October last year. He ran out of the organization and he called her and told her that he needs some personal time. He has some incompletions, he wants to complete them. So he wants a personal family time. And he told it has to be in a very secluded area and you should not be in contact with anyone. She told, I cannot be like that. Why should I not be in touch with anyone? Like, because that's strange. Like, why suddenly, is there any reason? And then he finally told, okay, you be in touch, but be in a secluded area. He forced me, actually. He forced me into it. I just wanted to highlight it because that whole time, even if you see my Facebook, Instagram, everywhere, I would have been traveling a lot. He forced me to stop everything else, put everything else on hold, and told it was like very urgent, and he forced me into that, and that's when I actually called and told her also. And multiple times, after him forcing her, and she went to a place, what she did, just little away from the monastery, because he demanded her to come out of the monastery, and he told, see, this is like me and your mother, both of us want to spend some time with you, and you and the other two siblings, they have some family issues that we need to sort out. He called, and so she and other two children, all three of them, she was a major at that time, 18 years old. So all three of them had moved to the place, and it was just a separate, it's like a house, part of a community, means a lot of other people are also living there. And she was normally, they were all the three of them were living there. And every day she would call. I also used to try calling him. He first 2 days he picked up and he told, just give me a few days. I got caught up in some business commitment and we were shocked. business now. He's like, yeah, I'm stuck in some commitments and it'll take time for me, but you guys stay there. Only if you stay there, I'll be able to come and meet you. This is something urgent. So I told her to stay back over there, and she was staying there. Few days passed. By then, this culinary Janardhan,
Actually,
already...
sorry, here I wanted to add one important point. Those few days after going there, it was me and I was just 18 years old and I have never gone and run a house separately, lived alone. So I was not used to it. So after going there, the first day, second day, from the second day where he told he was busy with his commitments, etc., he stopped taking our calls. I could not reach out to him and I had no clue what on earth he was up to and why he had forced us to take this decision and what was happening. So, but I had to wait because I had taken leave and he had asked me and I didn't know what was going on. So I took the leave and I was waiting and he stopped taking the calls, he stopped answering messages, nothing. And at that time, for 1 or 2 days or something like that, I had called one sannyasi. I was too afraid. First of all, it was just 3 of us kids and I was just 18, but I had not known how to do all that. So I had called one of the sannyasi to come, and that too, she would just come, cook and clean the house. Literally she used to just only do that much. And she used to be there for some time and then she will go back to the campus. The campus was very nearby, like a little away, and she used to go back.
And after this, like while they were still living there, hoping that Kulnari and his wife will be coming, suddenly there was a huge group of police, a political party, a group, and a lot of media people. Police means over 100 policemen, and a huge political party, lot of media channels, and a group of gundas, means rowdies. All of them are suddenly coming and attacking the female monastic complex. Understand, the Skulnari was not present over there, but he had given a complaint. He had not even given a complaint. He had instigated the police and the gundas to come and go and raid the monastery complex in search of his kids. Isn't there a limit to lie? When Kulnari had, this Kulnari who told all the 3 of the children to go and stay.
We even had a signed leave letter. I just want to tell because it is so, see how cunningly he is playing. I signed the leave letter maybe 10-15 days before this whole November 1st this incident happened where he got gundas, everyone into the campus. Much before that, 10 days or at least 10-15 days before that, I had written the leave letter, signed, given and take a proper leave. Taken a proper leave with sign, with the permission of the administration, everything. And the police, I am getting call from police on 1st of November telling, where are you? And first of all, I want to make one point. If someone is kidnapped, will they have phone? Will they be in contact? Will they be on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere?
So the main things, I think I'll just explain to all of you. When she was there and the police, the gundas, everybody came here. This was on November 1st. So the Skulnari instigated all of them to raid the campus, attack the female monks, while he already knows that the 3 children are in the place that he told to stay. And all the media channels are publishing news, continuous news, telling that 3 children are missing and the father is looking for the 3 children and telling that the organization has kidnapped the 3 children. We are not, and I wasn't aware of this. I was on my world tour. I was going to different places. And she was in that place oblivious of all these. And that is the time she's getting a call from the police asking if she has been kidnapped. And not just that, so she immediately tried reaching Kulnari. So Kulnari picks up the call, blackmails her to file a false rape charge on Swamiji. She was shocked. What the hell is going on? Like, what do you mean? File a false rape charge? You want your daughter to file a false rape charge on someone? Just because, and at that exact time, the whole reason, just because he wants to destroy, just because he wants us to be a part of his plot. She fought with him. Still impossible. How dare you ask like this? By then, the police again called her back and she cut the call. As soon as she hung up, she called and informed me. I was shocked. When I'm opening and seeing what is going on there, and I'm seeing the news, that's when I'm coming to know that there are so many men at midnight. There are so many gundas, rowdies attacking a female monastery campus. And I'm calling the police and I'm telling how can they come? And by then the police brought her to the campus, brought the 3 children to the campus. And the police I called the police and I'm asking, on what basis are you guys doing this? I asked for the police complaint. The police are replying that there is no complaint, there is no registered filed complaint. How can such huge group of police come to a place, raid a place, and allow the media's coming and talking whatever it wants, the rowdies in front of the police, they are coming and harassing women. It was an all-women campus. All of us, I am shocked. We are having, like, I still remember there are hundreds of men standing. We don't even know who they are. They just barged into the campus. I think only 1 or 2 policemen, 2 police constables were there. They were in uniform. We didn't even know who are police, who are media, and some gundas coming, some politicians. Everyone standing inside the campus. And people are walking in. It's an all-female monastery campus building. They started entering, walking into the dorm area, next to the dorm area. So like this, a huge attack is going on. Police are there. The whole, it becomes national news. I am asking to show the police complaint. The complaint itself is not there. And I found it to be very fishy. I kept calling Kulnari. He did not answer the call. He kept cutting my calls. Then he blocked me. And I wasn't able to reach him. I wasn't able to reach Kulnari, his wife. When I'm saying these two, unfortunately, just so all of you know, they are both of our biological parents, Purvashram parents. Kulnari means my Purvashram father. And Mrs. Kulnari, when I'm mentioning about her, it is her Purvashram mother. Just imagine, the police in midnight, they are coming, such a huge group, and I'm telling huge, really huge, more than 100 policemen, media channels, and so many gundas, so many rowdies. Like you can actually see, like, a political party. She's standing all alone, and they have already, one group went and pushed the female monks inside. The police are asking her to come out. It's only a very few of the monastic members, and she's standing outside. I was shocked. How can, and police are continuously torturing her, telling, no, you have to come, and you cannot be here, you have to come out. Who are they to tell? She's a major, she has all rights to decide. And I went on a call. I told, I am her sister, and I cannot bear this. I cannot take this. Imagine who the person who's behind this was, our sadistic, cruel, abusive father. I don't even know to use the word father, but only if I tell the truth, you all are going to even know the pain that we would have gone through at that time. How you will feel when you know you're being attacked, abused by your father. And that whole thing, the person, the mastermind behind the whole thing was father. I don't want to even associate with him like that. I don't want to even call him as my father anymore. He is such an abuser. That's why I use the word kulnari. Kulnari means cunning fox or traitor. So how can, and he did so much, and he goes out and claims that we are kidnapped and all sorts of lies. To this day, we have been fighting for our rights.
It's almost a year.
And we are not able to be in communication with anyone. We are not able to be in touch with anyone. We are not able to live with Swamiji. We are not able to live the life that we want. This is my prime time, like 21 years. So many of you would be excelling in all your careers. When what you want to do, you'll be progressing towards your goal, your vision. You'll be taking your vision forward and you'll be doing it. But today we are in this position where
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the divine with your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
Om Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Samarambam Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome all of you with my love and respect. I welcome all the living and practicing Hindus from all over the world. I welcome all the Sarvanyapita Kartas, Yajamans, Manifestors, Sarvaparityagis, Srimahans, Mahans, Kotaris, Tanedars, visitors, viewers, Kayakalpa Yoga participants, Kailasas E-Gurukul students, Kailasas NHU students, Kailasas ministers, ambassadors, diplomats, consulate generals, and all the supporters, Paramashivoganas, Paramashivoham, season 10 participants. I welcome all of you with my love and respect. First, let's offer our worship and ourselves to Paramashivoganapati on this auspicious Ganesha Chaturthi Brahmotsavam, then enter into Satsang.
Nithyanandam. On the auspicious 5th day of the Ganesha Chaturthi Brahmotsavam, Shri Mahaganapati Ananda Ganesha with 8 hands and 8 ayudhams is gracing in Sarvalankara, being on the Adhikara Nandi Vahanam in the Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Peetham. We now offer our worship at the feet of Shri Mahaganapati and His Divine Holiness Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam Swamiji. Sadatma Rupam Sakaladibhutam Amayinam Soham Achintya Bodham Anadi Madhyanta Vihinamekam Tamekadantam Sharanam Vrajamaha. Om Dhurasi dhurva dhurvantam dhurvatanyo osman dhurvatitam dhurvayam vayam dhurvamastvam devanam adhisastitamam papritamam juhtatamam vanhitamam devahutamam ahritamasi havirdhanandrigam hasvamakva armitrasya tvajakhusha prekshema bherma samviktha matvahi gumsisham. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Ananda Ganeshaya Namaha. Dhupamagrapayami. Om Muddipya Svajata Vedo Paghan Nirritim Mama Pashugischa Mahyamavah Jivanancha Disho Disha Mano Higumsi Jata Vedo Gamashvam Purushan Jagate Abhibhradagna Agahi Shriyama Paripataya. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Ananda Ganeshaya Namaha. Yekaharati Deepam Sandarishayami. Om Madhuvatartayate Madhuksharanti Sindhavaha Madhvirna Santvoshadhihi Madhunaktamutoshasi Madhumatparthivagam Rajaha Madhudyaurastuna Pita Madhumanno Vanaspatir Madhumagam Astu Suryaha Madhvirgavo Bhavantunaha Madhu Madhu Madhu. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Ananda Ganeshaya Namaha. Naivedyam Nivedayami. Om Natatra Suryo Bhati na Chandra Tarakam Nema Vidyuto Bhanti Kuto Yamaknihi तमेव भान्तम् अनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ति प्रचोदयात् ॐ सर्वस्याप्यै सर्वस्य जित्यै सर्वमेव तेनाप्नोति सर्वं जयति ॐ गं गणपतये नमः ॐ श्री महागणपते नमः आनन्दगणेशाय नमः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः सर्वोपचारपूजार्थे सर्वापराधक्षमापणार्थे समस्तमङ्गलप्राप्त्यर्थे आनन्दकर्पूरनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि रक्षान् धारयामि
Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Your conscious intention is the principal manifestation, primary expression, core concept called you. Understand? If you are a concept, core of you is your conscious intention. You need to know, the good news is your unconscious mood swings does not matter. That is why knowledge, jnana, about what is right conscious intention is given so much of importance in Hindu tradition. That is why in Hinduism, the ultimate is called Veda, not Divya. Listen. The word Veda means knowing, knowledge. Divya means sacred. Veda, knowledge is sacred. We never try to make sacred as knowledge. No. We make knowledge as sacred. That is why I am saying most beautiful, liberal religion is Hinduism. I am telling you, for anyone who has started thinking, analyzing, Hinduism is the religion for them. The other day, some of my disciples who are working for the Kailasa project, they asked me, who are our clients, who are our customer base, to whom we should focus our reach out, Swamiji. I said, anybody who started thinking. Hinduism is for them, they are for Hinduism. Because whether you talk about the cosmos, its principles, or planets, the principles in which planets exist, the being of the planets, doings of the planets, please understand, as your modern science teaches, planets are not like some dead mechanism just going round, round, round. It is all living energies. That is why Surya Siddhanta can clearly, precisely calculate and tell you whether the past astronomical incidents, miracles, mysteries happened, or the future which is going to happen, or even simple clerical predictions of the routine happenings like Amavasya, Purnima, eclipse, even those things, the precision with which they can calculate is extraordinary, because Surya Siddhanta recognizes each of these planets as living forces. Please understand. Everyone who abused me when I spoke about the Einstein's theory trolled me for what I was trying to explain for Einstein's theory. Now listen. Anything which science defines as matter is not completely matter. The continuity, the frequency of the continuity is more prevalent in that than the frequency of intensity. For example, this table. In this table, the frequency of the continuity is more prominent than the frequency of the intensity. That is why this table seems to exist for more longer in this shape. So we start believing this as a matter. Matter is not absolute matter. It is combination. In a way, I can use the word permutation, combination of certain frequency of intensity, energy, certain frequency of continuity, matter. All energies, whether gravitation force or electromagnetic force or weak nuclear force or strong nuclear force. Only these four forces are known to modern day science. But Vedic tradition knows more than 11 forces, including consciousness, Chit. So now listen. All these four forces are not just pure energies. There is a level of matter involved even in the energies. Understand? In the energies, the proportion of the intensity is more than the proportion of the continuity vibration. The continuity component is less, intensity component is more. Those experiences and expressions of the universe, you call it as force, where the vibration frequency of the continuity is more than the frequency of the intensity, you call them as matter. Understand? First of all, try to understand what I try to explain as matter and energy. In Hindu tradition, not only in Hindu tradition, in reality, both of them are centered on Chit, consciousness. The Chitabhasa Swadantram. When the consciousness starts manifesting itself with a more percentage of continuity, you call that as a matter. With more percentage of intensity, you call that as energy. Listen. The truth I wanted to share with you all, source of the matter and energy is consciousness. So Hindu tradition very clearly explains whether planets or you, both are centered in consciousness. Chidambara Paraveli, in the pure conscious Milky Way, is the source of you or the planets. Modern day psychology, Vedic psychology. Modern day medicine, Vedic medicine. Modern day physiology, Vedic physiology. Modern day cosmology, Vedic cosmology. The difference between this is only one thing. In Vedic tradition, everything is conscious centered. You are not biomechanism in Ayurveda, you are bioorganism. In modern day medicine, you are biomechanism. They don't involve the component of consciousness, whether to diagnose you or cure you or treat you or attend to your illness or support you in any form. End to end, conscious component is not accepted as the active part of their whole profession, end to end. In Ayurveda, end to end, consciousness plays a major role. I tell you, in Tiruvannamalai, we had a Ayurvedic doctor. His name is Narayana Swami Tata. I should say that he is a master of Siddha and Ayurvedic science, both. Actually, in a way, end of the day, it's all from same knowledge source. Fools are those who say Ayurveda and Siddha are different. I tell you, in India, the many indigenous medical traditions, medicinal traditions, pharmaceutical traditions evolved for last few thousand years. He is Narayana Swami Tata. He is my guru in introducing the science of Aushadha as per Hindu tradition. Understand? I had the great opportunity to be under the feet of many gurus. studying Shaivism under the great Vidwan Panduranganar, the Enlightenment science and Siddha tradition at the feet of Isaki Swamigal. One beautiful thing I wanted to put it on record here before I move to the next subject. I want this to be on record. Listen. All my gurus, Annamalai Swamigal, who is disciple of Ramana Maharshi, and Isaki Swamigal. Isaki Swamigal had a direct initiation from Seshadri Swamigal, the predecessor to Ramana Maharshi. And of course, he had a very deep connection, involvement, deep devotion, reverence to Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi also. And his Isaki Swamigal's disciple, Kuppammal, who taught me the whole Shakta tradition, Vedanta tradition, and Yogi Yogananda Puri, who literally transformed my body into yogic body and gave me the whole knowledge and science of yoga. All of them, and the great Visiri Swamigal, Ram Surat Kumar, all of them had such amazing reverence for each other. See, it is not that they all just coexisted. They all were rooted in their sampradayas and high reverence for each others. Understand? Yogananda Puri will never compromise on authenticity of yoga and his complete being centered on yoga. The belief system yoga itself can give you enlightenment. He will never compromise on that. But he had amazing respect, reverence for Annamalai Swamigal, who is absolute Vedanti. An amazing reverence for Ram Surat Kumar, who is an extreme pure embodiment of devotion, bhakti. And the great enlightened being Isaki Swami are the embodiment of Shakta tradition, Kuppammal, Vibhudananda Puri. All of them had amazing reverence for each other. And I've always seen Panduranganar, who is a great Shaivite. Sivapujai Tavarada Siddhanta Bhushanam Tarabam enna sollala. Such great person had amazing reverence, respect to all the other great beings, whether Malayuchi Maunaswami. Uchimalai Maunaswami is the one who lived without food and without speaking. See, the kind of the reverence all of them had about each other gave me amazing energy, strength, possibility to imbibe all the traditions. I am the tree strengthened by all their sincere hard work and honesty to their tradition. I really want to put this on record. I want to tell
all the Hindus, I want to sincerely request, please follow your sampradaya intensely. You will never have anger, violence, wrong attitude towards other Hindu sampradayas. Because all the Hindu sampradayas are ultimately enlightenment, moksha based. They claim exclusivity only for you not to get diverted, distracted, wasting your time, energy. Never the exclusivity claim is on the goal. All our Kandana Mandana, the Shaivites saying Shaivism is the ultimate, Shakta saying Shaktism is the ultimate, and Vaishnavites saying Vaishnavism is the ultimate. All this Kandana Mandana was more not to let you get diverted and waste time, but not the exclusivity on the goal itself. That is why I insist. All Hindus follow your sampradayas intensely. All my gurus, such juicy people. I have seen Panduranganar. See, Panduranganar lived in a place called Kirnathur in Thiruvannamalai. It is little away from main temple. Now the Thiruvannamalai has grown up to Kirnathur and even beyond Kirnathur. In those days, the Kirnathur used to be like a village outside Thiruvannamalai. Because after the Thiruvannamalai, there will be a lot of agriculture field, farming, and then only you will reach Kirnathur in those days. Every day he will come by walk or in some two-wheeler. Some of his disciples, his students will pick him up and bring him to temple. I have seen whenever Thondemandala Adinam, Guru Mahasannidhanam comes to Thiruvannamalai and camps in Thiruvannamalai, he will never, 230th Guru Mahasannidhanam was ruling that time. So he will never miss bringing flowers and bilva for his puja. Same way, whenever Tiruchi Swami is from the Shakta Sampradaya, Vedanta Shakta Sampradaya, whenever he comes and stays, he will usually stay in Isanyamatam in Thiruvannamalai. Later on, he had built his own branch, Pavalakundur. Till then, he used to stay in Isanyamatam or Vayamatam, in the house, the mutt opposite to the house in which I was born and brought up. I have seen whether for Thondemandala Sannidhanam or for Tiruchi Swami, the absolute sincerity with which Panduranganar will bring flowers and bilva leaf. Same way Kuppammal. How sincerely she will try to collect some flowers, fruits, and go and have darshan of Kundrakudi Adigalar, whoever, or Kribananda Variyar. An amazing friendliness and understanding existed among all of them, created a very conducive ambience for me to imbibe, internalize all these traditions. Let me come to the truth I was revealing, whether modern day psychology or Vedic psychology, modern day physiology, Vedic physiology, modern day medicine, Vedic medicine, modern day cosmology, Vedic cosmology. The only difference is Vedic tradition approaches everything As conscious centered, we say the planet Saturn is not dead mechanism or just combination of few forces. We are very clear. He is living independent intelligence called Sanishwara. Listen, even now, I clearly connected with him. After receiving his blessings, I am talking. Sanishwara is a living, conscious, independent intelligence. Brihaspati, Guru, is conscious, independent intelligence who is the master of Jupiter planet. The Western cosmology or astronomy considers Jupiter as a planet, maybe with little abilities, capabilities, kind of a logically analyzable, understandable combination of matter and forces together. But in reality, Guru, Lord of Jupiter, is independent intelligence. He can respond to your prayers. He can manifest what you want in your life. Hinduism, even for physical diagnosis, uses astrology. If you go to a real Ayurvedic doctor, you see, all Ayurvedic doctors who are rooted in original tradition, whether Ayurvedic doctor or Siddha doctor, the traditional, authentic, scripturally educated, empowered, entrained Siddha doctors or Ayurvedic doctors, they will basically know the Jyotisham, because Jyotisha is Anga, part of Ayurveda science. சித்த வைத்தியத்தில் சரம் பார்த்தலும் ஆயுர்வேதத்தில் ஜோதிஷம் பார்த்தலும் மருத்துவத்தின் அடிப்படையான சத்தியங்களுள் ஒன்று. In Siddha tradition, there is something called sarambarthal. Means, when you go to the doctor, What was the breathing pattern of the doctor and breathing pattern of you? It's a science. And what was the pattern of the planets? I should say grahas, because the word planets is a mokka. Graha is the living word. For a living being, you cannot use the word it. For a living being, you only can use the word with the reverence of life added to it. Planets are living beings. Yadu pashita manya janmani subhasubham tasya karmanaha bhaktim vyajjayati shastrametat tamasi dravyani deepa iva. Lagujatakam, sloka 3. This branch of science, the Hora Shastra, reveals the good and bad results earned as fruits of karmas done in past lives. Like a glowing lamp reveals the objects placed in darkness. Since this Shastra throws light, Jyotish, upon the karma in store for an individual to experience in his life, this Shastra is called Jyotish Shastra. All religious rituals of Hindus are guided by the lamp called Jyotish Shastra. All physical disease diagnosis is also guided by the Jyotish Shastra in Hindu tradition. If you go to a doctor, Ayurvedic doctor, Siddha doctor, he will first consult your horoscope and study your nadi and saram. Only then will start the treatment. Jyotish Shastra, also known as Vedic astrology, is the oldest of all sciences. Its history is traced back to the Vedas, whose rishis, by the expansion of their consciousness, which is the real Jyotish that lights up everything, were able to download, understand, reveal the science of Jyotish Shastra. Surya Siddhanta. Understand? If you start cognizing the element of consciousness in you, you will start respecting your swatantratva, ability to will and manifest, and you will start recognizing the same ability to will and manifest in planets, plants to planets. Then you will start developing reverence for life everywhere. Living with a tremendous love, reverence for life everywhere is only described by Isavasya Upanishad as Ishavashyamidagun sarvam. If you think you are just a matter, you will look at the whole world just as a matter. If you realize you are consciousness, then you will understand the whole thing which exists as consciousness. Ishavashyamidagun sarvam yatkincha jagatyan jagad tena tyaktena bunjita makridakasya sviddanam kurvannevega jijivishecha dagn samaha Evam dvayinanyate tosti na karma lipyate. Listen. First Upanishad declares whatever exists is consciousness. Then they say, by not stealing, by renouncing, enjoy. Means, listen carefully, everyone's intention and the wealth they possess is married. Listen carefully. Listen. In Hindu tradition, the yajna, the sacred action you do to manifest the higher states, whether in wealth or health, or to have a child, anything you want to manifest, you can manifest through yajna. That sacred action, kriya, is considered to be the male, yajna purusha. And dana given, wealth given with yajna, that wealth dana is considered female, stri. When this male and female join together, the phala, result, child is born. So, the sacred kriya and the dana allotted, both are married together. They always stay together. The intention and the wealth dedicated to it, both are married. The economical chastity is too important for the result, phala, child to be born. Listen. This is one of the most important economic principle of Kailasa. Intention is married to the wealth forever. இஞ்சி வாங்க கொடுத்த பணத்தில் சுக்கு வாங்காதே. The money given to buy ginger, don't use it for dry ginger. That is economic chastity of Kailasa. That economic chastity evolves from this principle. The sacred action, it's basically sacred intention. Intention of the yajna listen, if a yajna is a purusha, yajna purusha, if the yajna is considered as yajna purusha, sankalpa, intention, is the potency of yajna purusha. So the potency of yajna purusha, intention, and the dana given for that yajna, both are married. The chastity, absolute exclusivity and chastity between these two is important for the result, phala, the child to be born. Phala, result, is the child which is to be born between the yajna purusha and dana stri. Dana is considered as kanya, stri. Yajna is considered as the purusha. Sankalpa of the yajna, satya sankalpa of the yajna, is the potency of purusha. Only if there is a chastity between the dana given and the intention, the phala, child is born, result is manifested. This is one of the most important economic principle of Kailasa. Economic strategy of Kailasa. Economic chastity. Money allotted to a temple should be used only for temple, cannot be used for any other purposes or any other secular activities or any other religious activities. Listen. If a money is allotted to temple, that money cannot be taken and used for running a monastery. No. If a money is allotted, that means the donor intends this dana for a monastery, you can't use that money for running a temple. If the dana is intended for conducting certain celebrations, utsavas, rituals in temple, it cannot be used for any other utsavas, rituals, or any other unintended purposes. Intention and dana is married eternally in Hinduism. So all Hindu wealth should be handled only with the Hindu economy policies, not with secular or any other religions' economy policies. The secular economic policies has no right to enter into Hindu wealth or handling of the Hindu wealth. எங்கேயோ போகுது. சரி, இப்படியே நிறுத்திப்போம். அங்கிட்டு இங்கிட்டு போனா அடிப்பானுங்க, வலிக்கும் இல்லை. இங்கே நிறுத்திக்கலாம். At least in Kailasa, let us follow this principle of economic chastity. பொருளாதார கற்பு. செல்வ கற்பு சுதந்திரம். செல்வம் கற்போடு வாழ்வதற்கு அளிக்கப்படும் சுதந்திரம், செல்வம் கற்போடு வாழ்வதற்கு அளிக்கப்படும் உரிமை. Wealth intended for certain purpose should be used only for that purpose. Let me come back to the point I was trying to explain today. Satya Sankalpa, Purusha. Satya Sankalpa is the potency of Yajna Purusha. Understand? Your whole life is yajna. Your Satya Sankalpa matters. The time you spend in planet Earth is dana you give. Your body is the greatest weapon you carry. The time you spend in moving your body, using your body, is the dana you do. Your time, your treasure, your talent, all this manifest something extraordinary which you never even imagine if conscious intention is added and if you cognize the possibility and powers of conscious intention. I tell you, I give you this one example. At some time, if my stomach is doing a strike, all I'll do is, hey, I am Paramashiva. The stomach is Jataragni of Paramashiva. Paramashivagni. Let me just sit unclutched. Add the Maha Shabda. Sheva, 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 Sheva to this fire of Paramashivagni. That's it. In few minutes, I'll see that tama-tama-taka-tapata, some sound inside, the whole thing will settle down. Body will be completely fresh, alive, healed, active. The whole system, internal organ is healed. Understand? Even if you discover the power of conscious intention in small things like healing your headache, stomach pain, ability to sit in Batmasana for a long time, even in these small actions, if you discover the power of your intention, you will have so much confidence on your conscious capabilities, possibilities and powers. That is all I am trying to inspire you today in this satsang. So whatever I said, the economic policies, all that is secondary. This is the primary focus. See, whenever I give satsangs, I put many things on record. Like today I put an important thing on record. The kind of a very beautiful relationship, coexistence, friendliness which was there between my various gurus helped me to assimilate all those sampradayas. This means I expect and request very cordial, loving, friendly coexistence in our Kailash also between the Vedanta teacher and yoga teacher, the teacher who teaches Sanskrit, the teacher who teaches integrity, authenticity, the teacher who teaches power manifestation. Between all of you, the sweet, powerful coexistence is needed for a child to grow conflict-free and assimilate everything. If there is a conflict between Ma Advait and Ma Pranapriya, or the teachers who teach yoga, or Pujacharya, that directly impacts, destroys the child. The coexistence all of them, all my gurus had, gave me tremendous respect, confidence, energy, intensity, positive experience about the knowledge they are carrying and those personalities. That is too important for a child to grow and receive all the best things. The kind of the influence each of them had on me. If they tried to turn me against, even subtly against one guru, I would have lost that sampradaya. It is like this single parent, divorced parents, when the children come to them for the weekend custody, how they slowly poison. The mother poisons about the father and father poisons about the mother. How much the child will suffer because of these two poisons and poisonings. you will not know how much the child will suffer because of the two poisoning. Mother poisoning about father and father's side family, father poisoning about mother and mother's side family. The child will be broken. Not only heartbroken, even mentally broken. I had the great fortune of amazing, sweet coexistence of many of my gurus and acharyas that gave me a great space for me to assimilate everything, enjoy everything, make myself rich in all the tradition. Not for pride or arrogance or ego, I am telling you. I am telling you the simple truth. Actually, I am glory of my gurus. I am just a statement expressing my guru's glories. Me sitting, I am 42 now. Last 26 years, we have photos and videos of me sitting whole day in Batmasana and taking classes and jumping, whirling. This is glory of my yoga guru, Yogananda Puri, who prepared my body, and I am going to live at least 200 years just to glorify my yoga guru. His sincere hard work, just to glorify him. I am going to be using this body for 200 years, happily, healthily. Many people are passing the comments in social media. What, is having some golden massage or gold leaf layered on his skin, body, pala pala shining? I'm giving you the secret. 3 things. Detox your internal organs with haritaki, triphala, castor oil, neem juice, arugambul juice. Listen, all this, I'm not even saying you should take all this every day. Even if you take once in 2 days, have few items one day. One day you can have triphala and castor oil. Second day you can have haritaki powder and adimaduram. Third day you can have neem juice and arugambul juice. I don't know the English word for arugambul. It's a grass used for Ganapati puja, making juice out of it. One day you can have pure ghee and basmati rice. One day you can have very good Kanchipuram idli. That's a great medicine, I tell you. Kanchipuram idli with the right quantity of melagu. All that which is supposed to be added is the best medicine. In Hindu tradition, the food itself is taken such a way, it becomes medicine. Tasty medicine is food in Hindu tradition. Even neem juice. I've seen how my gurus will make me take neem juice. They will make the sesame seed balls, sesame seed and jaggery, and they'll make me just gulp the neem juice and take this sesame seed ball. And I'll be nicely enjoying the sesame seed ball. Only the sesame seed and jaggery, that taste will be in the tongue. I won't even remember I took neem juice. I'll be actually waiting to take neem juice because I will get the sesame seed balls as bonus. tasty medicine is diet in Hinduism, in Vedic tradition. Do all this detoxing, then you will see you are also pala pala, jilu jilu, amak dumak amal dumal. I tell you, each of my gurus, they poured their life on me. The clarity with which I can grasp all the great spiritual principles and explain. That is because of my ability to unclutch, which is the pure gift from Annamalai Swamigal. It is just a simple gift from him. My ability to operate in Sagaja Samadhi, space of Paramashiva, gift from Isaki Swamigal. All my Guru's glory is only my life. My ability to be in Ajapa Japa state. I can actually keep the Japamala whole night. Even if you think I am sleeping, the mala will be rolling in my hand continuously. That is the gift given to me by Yogi Ram Surat Kumar. He is the Ajapa Japa Purusha. He is actually the embodiment of Ajapa Japa. He gave me the gift of Ajapa Japa. I tell you, I put all this on record. And today also I put a very important point called economic chastity. How the intention is married to the dana. Dana Kanya, Yanya Purusha. How both of them are married. And how the Satya Sangalpa is the potency of Yanya Purusha. All this I put it on record. Actually, that is the reason I made a clear law in Kailasa, the Reserve Bank of Kailasa. And there is going to be one more unit called Federal Reserve of Kailasa. And there is the Hindu World Trade Center. All these units, everything will be administered only by the sannyasis who took the oath in front of the fire doing Viraja Homa. They will live aparigraha, non-possessiveness, asteya, non-stealing, ahimsa, non-violence, satya, truth, brahmacharya, living like God. Only the sannyasis who took these vows in front of fire in Viraja Homa, they will be the Reserve Bank directors and governors in Kailas. This vows for sannyasis is not just spiritual and social, it will be legal. If they miss in these vows, they cannot be directors of Reserve Bank of Kailasa anymore. The first priority is going to be the Balasans, kids who joined my Gurukul as minors and grew up in Gurukul, became adults and stayed with the Sangha throughout. and took sannyas, they will be the first class citizens of Kailasa. They will be called as crown princes and prince. Crown prince, crown princess. The next class will be kids who joined in Gurukul as minor, grew up, trained, evolved, but in between, due to their teenage or some reason, they missed some of the vows of sannyas. But decided to do prayaschittan, came back to their integrity. That class, those sannyas will be the second, next level. The third will be adults who joined the Sangha. When they came to the Sangha, they were adults. So they had training and took these vows and successful sannyas. They will be the third tier. So I am clearly categorizing who are going to be the directors of Reserve Bank of Kailasa, who are authorized to be the directors and members of Federal Reserve of Kailasa, the other units like Hindu World Trade Center, who are going to be administering the wealth donated to Kailasa, because intention and the dana, integrity to the intention and the dana need to be maintained. That is economic chastity. And in all these policies and processes, each country in which we are operating, those countries' laws are the first priority. Without violating those laws, following those laws, we need to keep the economic chastity and integrity, the intention of the donor. That is the way the whole Kailasa organizations externally in many countries and internally in Mahakailas is getting structured. I am just giving the Hindu principles and vision. The 6 international companies auditing experience companies. There are 2 companies which is working for us as 100 years expertise in international auditing. So we have taken all their services for legally structuring this whole Reserve Bank of Kailasa and Federal Reserve of Kailasa and Treasury of Kailasa. Understand? Any nation, the important constituent of the nation is treasury. So here the Hindu treasury comes with the Hindu principles of economy, especially this economic chastity. All these principles I share with these companies whom we hired their services, and they are structuring, working with various governments. In some countries, a non-profit organization. In some countries, for-profit organization. In some countries, the organization entity can be partially profit, partially for-profit, partially non-profit. So based on each country's laws, these entities and bodies are formed keeping that country's laws, rules, regulations as the first priority, and the Hindu vision, Hindu economic policies as the next priority, but without compromising on the economic chastity. I also made a rule. The government governing expenses cannot cross more than 1% of any donation received or money generated. The whole governance of Kailasa has to run within less than 1% of the whole economy, the whole GDP of Kailasa. Only then the sannyasis will retain their Brahminical lifestyle. Understand? In Kailasa, Varna, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra does not come by birth, jati, no. It comes by the quality of your lifestyle. Based on how you exist, how you choose to exist, based on that, you are given the title whether you are a Brahmana or Vaishya or Kshatriya or Shudra. Not by birth, but by quality. And the sannyasis who are administering, who are the governors, who are directors of the Reserve Bank of Kailasa or Federal Reserve of Kailasa, is expected to have absolute aparigraha and asteya lifestyle, living with minimal things, the minimalistic lifestyle and non-stealing lifestyle. The elaborate 300-page economic policies and strategies are already evolved, which I will be revealing in a detailed way in Ganesh Chaturthi. All right. So with this, the essence of today's satsang is your conscious intention is you. The principal dimension of your core principle. So, strengthen your conscious intention towards the right goal of life. With this, I bless you all. We will have the meeting of all the Kailasians, committed Brahmanas, Vaishyas, Kshatriya and Shudra, all four, all e-Kailasians. So with this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, casting, living Shuddhatvai, Saivam, the state, space, powers, being, super consciousness, and Kailasa, Paramashivoham, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षि सुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वती स्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञान विश्रुतसकलनिगमागमसारभूतद्राविडवेदप्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणासमधिगतमुक्तामयचतुरश्रयान गीयमान छत्रचामर श्रीचिह्नकाहलादिसमस्तबिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञानविज्ञानचक्रवर्ती सर्वजनसङ्घ सद्यो निर्वाणदीक्षा व्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमतकलभकेसरी शैवसिद्धान्तस्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराज पाण्ड्य महाराज गुरु क्षपणशाक्यादिमहान्धकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणानर्हार्हध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वजस्थापक शैव समयकर्त्रे सर्वज्ञपीठारूढ श्रीजगद्गुरु श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धदेशिक स्वामि वागीश सुन्दर माणिक्यवाचक स्वामिनाम् अवतारभूत श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्ध स्वामि पुनरुद्धृत श्यामलापीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रिनवत्युत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान अरुणगिरियोगीश्वर परम्परागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञपीठ गुरुमहासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत काञ्ची कैलास सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्यमङ्गल नित्यकल्याण नित्यरजित कैलास परम्परागत आदिकैलास नित्यानन्दपीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठकर्तः साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परम्परागत वैवस्वतमनुइक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चन्द्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचन्द्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ति परम्परागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मण्डित चतुष्षष्टि सम्प्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्मशासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञपीठ सुराङ्गी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूडामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणिपीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामण्डलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ जगद्गुरो श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञानवितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय।